Welcome back. I'm Calvin, aka Statue Fanatic, here with another review. And today we're going to take a look at a statue of Batman. This is one of the few statues that I have not seen prior to buying, because usually when I buy a statue, it's a positive review because I've already seen some pre-production version of it or seen it somewhere that made me want to buy it. But this one I have not. It is just simply the art of Alex Ross that has drawn me to purchasing this particular statue. This statue was sculpted by Joe Manna and based on, of course, like I said, the art of Alex Ross. But let's take a look at the box, because this is kind of a cool box. See a pretty cool version of the statue here. This statue is based on a graphic novel, Batman War on Crime. The novel is extremely stylistic and it has a really cool story to it. It took me a while when I was reading it, because I was like, was this a misprint or what? Because it would repeat the panel that it had just done, but then I kind of got how the flow of the novel went. But it was a really interesting read, very different from a regular panel layout, and some really cool artwork by Alex Ross. This particular statue is one of the last panels, or the last panel in the comic, and you see Batman standing on top of the bird there. But anyway, let's get this out of, well, I didn't even talk about the box. This box, this one's on the back in the middle, the Greg Capullo Batman Who Laughs. I actually have that. And then picture of Batman here, another picture here, and the Bat logo there. So now let's get it out of the box. $21.24 of 5,000 right there. Wow, I really like this. I really like it a lot. I've had a chance to look over it just for a few minutes before I started talking about it. There is one thing on it that I am not gonna like, but for the most part, I really like the statue. I love the base. I love the fact that he's standing on top of this eagle. Love the way it's painted with its gray tones. Kind of looks like almost metal. Yeah, kind of looks like some type of metal. And then you've got him in almost what looks like a noir type color scheme here, but there's hints of color in it, as you can see here. But you've got the almost look like one of the black and white statues in terms of the way that it's painted, but it looks really cool. I'll talk about the cape, because for me that seems like to be the feature that stands out the most, is this cape, and it looks just like it does in that last panel of the comics where he's standing there looking over the city and the cape is flowing in the wind. And as you look here, you can see lots of sculpt and detail there. I really love the way that this was reproduced from the comics. Almost looks identical to it. And the way it kind of flares up there looks really nice. I love the way that he's gripping the cape right there with his right hand. That looks really awesome as well. And then when you look at his boots, I mean, Batman, a little bit of sculpting and detail in the boots there. You can see where it's creased at. And then his entire suit here is gray, but it's pretty flat. There's not a whole lot of texture in it or anything. I can see a few areas where there are folds and wrinkles like that. And then the Bat logo is actually painted on his chest. It's not sculpted or anything like that. And then you can see here the utility belt that he's wearing. Not anything, out of the ordinary, but I think this was supposed to capture Alex Ross artwork, and I think this does a really good job of doing that. And so what else we have here? Overall, I like it. And then the paint application on here looks really, really nice and clean as well. Yeah, pretty much clean lines. There's one or two little areas on the statue, but overall, man, I think the sculpt of this is absolutely beautiful. I really love that a lot. And then as you go up to his portrait, love the eyes, love the facial hair, and the little scrub that he got there, and then it just looks really cool. I mean, the paint tones, the flesh tones, looks really nice on the statue, and I'll do some other close-ups so you can see that better. But the cowl here, you can actually see the frown through the cowl there. But what I am not understanding why is that it has this freaking seam at the very top, there should be no seam here, in my opinion. But there's this seam where his cape meets the cowl right there. There's this, I don't know. I mean, why would that be there? That just, I mean, I know why it's there because it's two pieces and the other piece was glued together. Shit, if you're gonna do that way, I could have just like made a separate head and just put it on, you know, I don't know. That's the only thing about it that I don't like, but the way that it's displayed, you don't see that. You will never see that. As I look at this, this is exactly how you would have it, where someone looks at this, even from that angle right there. If you had it on your shelf and you're looking at it, you would never ever see that seam. But when I turn it around, I see the seam, so I know it's there. Other than that, I think this is a fantastic pickup. And if you're a fan of Alex Ross's work, I think this is definitely something you would enjoy having in your collection, which I am. So I'm really happy to have it. It's just that one seam. It's not something that, you know, that makes me not want it. But it's just being picky. It could have been done differently. But otherwise, I really like this piece a lot. I really like it. It's really, I'm trying, I don't know what it is, man. I just really like it. It has this presence to it that I really think is pretty amazing. So that is about all I have for this Joe Maniscalco of Alex Ross's Batman from the Batman graphic novel War and Crime. And remember, my friends, to always collect what you like and not the hype. And until next time, peace.